Hello everyone and welcome to another viewer request video. This time we're going to be taking a look at Indom Elite 40. For this run, I'm going to be running a roster very similar to what the viewer requested that they have. However, there's a lot of different iterations that you could utilize to get this done. Personally, I didn't have Isabella when I did this my first time. I actually ran Thad in place of Isabella. Naturally, my Thad is now Diamond 1, so not really able to compare that too great. Also, unfortunately, my Bellator and my Yarick are both Diamond 1 as well, so there's going to be a little bit of discrepancy on how the numbers look, but ideally the concept should be the same. You can also use Celestine to really kind of give yourself a free turn and soak up some damage as well, and we're going to take a look. So I'm going to just do some roster selection real quick here and kind of explain as things go on. I will pause a little bit throughout this video, showing the rest of my Imperials right now. Cool. So here we're going to get started. Now, take a look here. We have Anufet up in this top corner, surrounded by these two heavy hitters up here. If they get within range of Certus or Varro, I don't care how strong they are, they're probably going to get one shot, even through Isabella healing them. So that's definitely no bueno. But we're going to go ahead and get set up here, and we're not going to kill anything. The reason is because Anufet works the exact same as his character works. If you kill anybody with living metal, or the more turns that go by, he's able to summon more Necrons out. So the less you have to deal with, that's why I don't even bother trying to kill anything turn 1. And mind you, these things aren't really that big of a threat anyway. Mind you, my Isabella here is Bronze 3 with, I think, level 30 in the passive, and everything is just kind of tickling, with the exception of those two big hitters, so we'll keep that in mind moving forward. So here we do see that they both burrowed underground. I'm not sure where the other one went. I think he's being blocked by this Necron right here. And then we also have him popping out right here. That means we need to shift our whole entire column to the right. Anufet has not summoned. It's not doom and gloom. My roster is strong enough. However, if those Necron warriors are tearing you apart, you might have to just keep resetting until you're able to get that, you're able to get that just single summon. So here we're going to shift everybody to the side and reset up the same pattern on the right side. Going to kind of find my optimal way to do this. And we're going to go into this holding pattern. We're going to move Bellator as well. And if they pop up, they can't attack anybody on that turn. So I was right, he was hiding underneath that one Necron. And now we're going to see what happens. Still no summon, but this means I'm going to start wanting to pump out the damage. So Bellator is going to slide up, I believe. We'll see what I end up doing here. Alright, Bellator's going to pop the summons and try to kill Anufet. Doesn't work. And then we're going to start getting some damage out on these guys. Now, here, I don't really want to move too terribly much because I still have the same holding pattern. I'm not too worried about my Varro because Varro is surrounded by things that cannot kill him. Same with Certus. So we, for the most part, are very secure. But that is an Inceptor just getting absolutely shredded by these two guys here. So the Inceptors are doing their own thing. Now we're going to send Yarick up and try to get some damage out and kill. So we try to kill these two big fellas as fast as possible. I use the Yarick summon to get the damage out to take them out, but also serve as a meat shield. They are lower health than other targets, so that means they're going to be preferred targets for the rest of the roster. Now I'm going to reset up a defensive pattern over here. The logical answer is to put Isabella in this corner. I end up doing that. And now I'm just going to use the AoE ability. It kind of hits like a wet noodle, doesn't really do too much. I could move Certus down and go for the shot on Anufet here. However, that opens up Isabella to attack, and she's weak. I don't want that to happen. Alright, so summons will do what they do. AI does what it does. And our guardsmen are absolute units in surviving here. So we're going to toss up, try to get this damage out here. Yarick is able to hit hard, followed by Bellator, and we just shuffle the team a little bit, but first we really want to make sure we kill that unit. He had 4 health, putting Certus in that corner and blasting it. He did finally summon, but the big targets are off the map, so we're pretty secure here and we have the damage to handle this. If you cannot handle these Necron warriors, wait for the RNG. We are coming out of our defensive pattern here a little bit, but not too terribly much. We're going to move Varro back down and kind of cover everything but one hit. And since we left that one hit open, of course they went for it, but we have the rest of the damage to clean house. So, big takeaways, right? If you have Yark, absolutely awesome. He's going to be able to do a lot of work for you. You really want to take out those guys as fast as possible because they will hurt like absolute madmen. So I'm going to just run it through one more time and just let it go without any commentary, and hopefully you're able to replicate some of what I do here and put it to good use. But I'm going to stop talking now and just enjoy the rest of the video. One thing I forgot to mention, and I will mention right here, we were still relatively safe. If we were to lose Varro or Certus at any point, we still had the res on Roswitha with her active ability, so we did have a little bit of a safety net there as well. Or sorry, not Roswitha, Isabella.